Battlefield 6 global release time is going to be the same worldwide across the entire map. Here is the map that they posted for it. I am on Los Angeles time, so 8 a.m. Pacific. This is going to be October 10th. If you're on Australia, technically you're going to be on the October 11th. You guys are in the future. It is how it is. But it's at least going to be middle of the day, Friday, or early morning if you are in the U.S. I'll see you out there. And there's even going to be Twitch drops going on. While the event is going. So if you guys tune in on a live stream, October 10th to the 17th, if you sub, you'll get a skin. If you watch for an hour, you'll get a dog tag. If
Toss
you watch
a coin or sub to your streamer. Smash that like button.
If you watch for 2 hours, you'll get a shotgun. If you watch for 3 hours, you will get a chopper skin that looks sick. So tune in on my live stream because I'll be live for it with those drops. They also had some additional information on the drops, which I figured we could read this as well. Might as well, right? Unlock rewards while supporting your favorite creators. First of all, just like I know a lot of people don't like streamers and they get real mad at me and everything. This is super cool because there are a lot of people who do just stick around in streamer communities, even if it's not the streams, it's just the videos, because I post daily videos as well, who do continue watching content and like staying on a game because you got other people to play with. I'm going to do this a lot, for example, with Battlefield. I did this a lot even with PUBG, even with Warzone, where we do big community games, big tournaments, stuff like that. It's going to be even crazier, I think, on Portal than it's ever been before. Where, you know, even though the game's not even coming out with content, I can come up with game modes and stuff now, even on this game. We can hold tournaments. I want to do we do death races, demolition derbies, and stuff like that. That then people can just join in and play on. And in this, I can even create codes and let other people play on it too. And I even want to hire some people to help make some actual maps and modes of stuff that like I want to do, but I don't have the time to create myself. It's going to be my hope that we could do that. Maybe it'll be easy enough. There's going to be good enough tools for it. Would be sick. But supporting creators is pretty sick for games. I think there's a good symbiotic relationship for a lot of stuff.
My problem right now is my brothers are old school BF players and want to play closed while I want to play open so I can beast on all the bots.
Even if it's for the sake of... yeah, that's the thing. Appreciate you, man. Tim S., thank you for the fiver. Yeah, I'm surprised people are as set on that, but I guess it is a thing. I guess at least you'll have the mode. Thought about the hiring coders for Portal 2? Yo, what up, dude? Yeah, I mean, we'll see how easy it is. We'll see how hard it is. We'll see what we'll need for it, but I definitely would be down to commission stuff. What I'm thinking of doing, in fact, it's something, shout out to Noah J. He does this for zombies, where he has the community create zombies maps, and then he plays the zombies maps, and he does like a $10,000 prize. He'll play through all of the maps, and then he'll give a prize to the people that make it. I'm thinking of doing something like that, even where even if it's not like you're creating the map for me, we could do like community massive prizes. Maybe do like a $10,000 prize. Maybe we split it up across like the top 3 people and do some huge prizes for people to make the most creative stuff. I don't know if Battlefield's even going to do stuff like that either, but I think that would be super sick. And it would give me a ton of content. And it would give the people some really fun modes to play and more incentive to actually do it as well.
I hope all the hype is real. I haven't been this excited for a launch in a long time. See you on the Battlefield Stone.
You're surprised that people are set on having a game that requires strategy and planning, especially Battlefield community. It's what made them part of the community. Like the open and closed weapons. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've been part of Battlefield community for a long time, right? I've been doing a lot of games on it and everything. But even when I played it back in the day, like I've never personally, Wes, played it competitively. I've never played it like I need to win every single game. I like to play the objective sometimes and go for a win, especially if an enemy team's being toxic or something. Then that's a little bit more satisfying. But I'm the dude who's like flying around in the jet all day, or I'm sniping out in the back of the map. You know, sometimes I play the game a lot of different ways, And I think having the gadgets is already like really nice. Like at least in the beta, I would swap to engineer to kill tanks. Most of the time, I played engineer just so I could kill all the vehicles because nobody was doing that. But sometimes I'd play medic and res people as well. But I don't think that for me, my experience, it hasn't been like locked to the weapon, hasn't been the biggest differentiator for me. So that's just my own personal experience. So I've never been like, oh man, I'm so mad that this sniper has a submachine gun. Even in the beta when I played it, I never really noticed it. I'm not as invested. That's what I'm saying though. That's what most people don't agree with me. And that's fine, especially the old school Battlefield guys. Even when I played Battlefield Hardline, that was weapon locked per side you were on. You could only use certain weapons on certain sides of the map. I thought that was even worse because I had to get, I think it was 1,000 kills or something like that in order to use a weapon on both sides of the map. So if I wanted to use the AK, that was only for the criminals. If you wanted to use that as the cops, you had to play with it as the other side for that. So it felt like I only had 2 weapons to use. And so when I was playing Hardline with shit, yeah, this is a reason a lot of people didn't like it. So when I was playing Hardline, this is a big complaint that I saw of why a lot of people didn't play. Is because there wasn't enough variation even in the weapons in the first place. And I didn't feel that as much because I played the game enough that I got those weapons licenses unlocked and then I could play it on both sides. Of all the complaints that I've heard over the years for Battlefield, not a single game I've heard the community complaining about not having open weapons. Granted, I know that people didn't enjoy it. I mean, Hardline's the best example that I have. I think a lot of the other Battlefields, though, just had a lot of weapons. Like Battlefield 4 had a ton of weapons. Battlefield 1 and 5 were a little bit more limited because they were kind of era-based. But I could tell you 100% not having enough weapons is a big problem for the game because that's the main part of the content. I'll be real with you. You're probably gonna unlock all the attachments, or not the attachments. You're gonna unlock all the gadgets pretty quickly, and you're still gonna have a favorite gadget that you typically play with. It's not like there's 3 variations of an RPG to use. There's 2 different variations of a what's that, like the trophy system. There's one for like big missiles and one for grenades and stuff. But that's not going to be a super significant choice for you, like on every game that you play. That's going to be more tied to the mode that you're playing and the situation that it calls for. The weapons are going to be the bigger thing that you can alter between. And if you're playing a support and the only thing that you can use is an LMG, granted, you can use carbines, you can use DMRs, whatever, shotguns. But if that's the only variation that you have, it is more limiting. I agree with you. If you have 10 different LMGs, great. And it looks like we're going to have quite a few LMGs at launch, so maybe there will be enough. Maybe it's not even going to be a complaint. But my point is that from the broader speaking, like
looking
people
forward
who are
to
coming in,
BF6.
they will be wanting to play with other weapons with the classes. They're still going to want to res people, but they're going to want to change the weapon. And that's going to be the longer term thing. Once you've got all the LMGs maxed out, you got all the carbines maxed out, and you really don't like playing engineer, but you want to play with some submachine guns, you're going to have different roles that you can do at that point that's going to be able to mix things up. And I think like that's where a lot of people are probably going to be liking to have more content. I think the tail end for multiplayer, and I don't play a lot of multiplayers, so I could totally be different on this as well. But I typically play like 20 to 50 hours of a multiplayer game like this, but I think typically the tail end is the different weapons. Getting all the attachments for the weapons, trying all the different weapons and everything. That's going to alter your gameplay more than anything. And that's going to give you more to do. And if a new weapon comes out and it's only for an engineer, for example, what happens when every single player in the whole game is only playing engineer because the weapon is only available for engineer? I think times are also a bit different than what it was in the past too. So I don't know. These are just some of the things that I can think of. But that's just where I'm at. I'm a bit different from where the rest of the community, especially the old school community, is on it. And I don't think I'm necessarily right either. I think it's just different. And that's why I think that they should just take a stance on whatever it is that they want to do with it and where their vision of the game is. Because I don't think it really matters all that much. But you know, you might differ. Arrival, also, thank you so much for the subbage. Tier 1 subbing. Carter NW, also the 8 months on the subbage. Appreciate you. How do you feel if they added proximity chat? I am extremely vocal on that stuff. I think they need to have proximity chat in the game. I think they need to have some type of variation of it, even for multiplayer, would be sick. If I was, like, it just feels so much more hollow when you're running around in a game next to 5, 10 other blueberries locked in a building. You can't talk to any of them, versus if I could scream at them and talk to them. I think it's one of the most fun things that we could do. But a lot of people also disagree. Some people, yeah, they don't agree with me. But I mostly just play the game for fun. Ryder, also, thank you for the 500 bits. Taking us a 1K, taking the top spot of the day, by the way.
I'm definitely an old school player and I'm actually excited about leveling specific weapons across classes. Stone Mountain Unit 64, please report for mission briefing.
Copy that. Who the hell authorized you to give me briefings, huh? Moonlight, who the hell do you think you are? 15 months up at the page, that's pretty good.
Twisted Metal, also 5 months on the subbage, pushing us 50 subs on the day. Appreciate
Loving
you.
the content.
Anyways,
Stone.
that was a bit of a tangent. Apologies. Battlefield 6 launch, Twitch drops, unlock rewards while supporting your favorite creators. Yeah, this is great. I totally got distracted there. My bad. Following the enthusiasm for the Twitch drops campaign for Battlefield 6 reveal from Open Beta, we're excited to bring back and deliver new content for our creators and community at launch, including a new items delivery delivered for supporting your favorite creators. To earn these drops, you should first make sure your EA and Twitch accounts are linked. Then, during Battlefield 6 launch week, the 10th to the 17th, head to your favorite streamers stream and unlock the weapons pack, soldier skin, and more. Once you complete the Twitch drop objective with your linked account, claim it on Twitch before logging into Battlefield 6 to receive your reward. Each of the 4 Twitch drops from Battlefield 6 launch is grounded in a classic military style. All other Twitch drops can be unlocked through watching any Battlefield 6 stream, in addition to the olive green vehicle skin. Those are all the items names. This kitted out shotgun, which includes several attachments built around precise close quarters engagements. Bro, that is going to be massively worth it if this is in a shotgun with already attachments on it. Oh my god, that's like a blueprint. That's you guys better watch my stream on Friday. I better see you there. Subscribe to an eligible streamer or gift a subscription to the community and you get a skin. Bro, I've never been able to do that. That's crazy. So if you guys sub or gift during that week on the 10th, you'll get a skin in the game. You could sub to my page and get a skin in the game. That's sick, bro. Battlefield 6 launch Twitch drops, watch and earn. Watch 1, 2, 3 hours. Okay, that's all the same as the information above. I wanted to see if there was anything else. There's also pre-order rewards and the Phantom Edition rewards. You get the high-tier version of the game. And it looks like there's a couple XP boosters as well, which I'm really curious how the XP boosting is going to work, because typically, like, at least in 2042, if you just fight bots, you'll level up super quick anyways, so I don't know. We'll see.